5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. It is time for Veterans News. Hank Whittier is not in the studio. Gary Pasquale is in the studio in Hank's place. Good morning, Gary. How you doing?
Good morning, Larry, and good morning, listeners, and God bless each and every one of you. It's good to be here this morning. We only have a few of us, but we got a lot of news to put out this morning, and we're going to have a great show.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. Where's everybody today?
Hank is at a prayer breakfast, so
okay.
And Ed was at the prayer breakfast also, so I'm sure they're praying for us.
That's good.
That's a good thing, they're in a better place for now, anyway.
Give everybody's microphone turned on. We'll be able to hear everybody. And we have some casualties. Is that right?
Yes, we do. And David, you want to do the casualties?
Good morning. This morning, casualties. We have Major Walker, Jonathan D., died in a non-hostile event on the 1st of October, 2014. Sergeant First Class Andrew T. Weathers died September 30th, 2014. In Helmand Province, Sergeant Celebudzi Rafael. This was a Polish allied sergeant, died September 16th in Kabul Province. Major Michael Donahue died September 16th in Kabul. Sergeant Charles C. Strong, September 15th, 2014 in Herat Province. Specialist Brian Arsenault, September 4, 2014, died in the Ghazni Province.
Okay, Larry, did we have anybody call in for the fire
sir.
of the police?
No.
Well, if you're a member of a police department in Marion County here or a fire department and you have a person that would be willing to call in and give us the casualties, we would really appreciate it. You can just call the radio station here and we can set up the time and everything. I didn't catch all the news, Larry, but didn't happen something in the Canadian government yesterday too? We loss of life?
Yeah, we had a Canadian soldier that was killed. He was guarding a memorial up there.
And we have a lot of Canadians in Florida, so our thoughts and prayers go out to not only our U.S. soldiers, sailors, and airmen and Marines that we just listed the casualties of, but also that person in Canada.
Yeah, I can find you his name if you want. Just give me a second and I can do that. I hope. I don't mean to delay what we're doing here. He was an Army reservist in the Canadian capital of Ottawa. He was, his name was Nathan Cirillo, and I don't have his age, but I know he was in his 20s. But he was just shot intentionally by the shooter.
So young, and our prayers and thoughts go out to all these families.
All right, we'll do Amazing Grace and be right back.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but
Okay, we want to thank WOCA Radio, The Source, FM 96.3 and AM 13.70, or we wouldn't be able to do this every week. But we also have another sponsor who's very special to us and keeps us on the air. And David, you want to give us the details?
Are you new to the area and not sure about what kind of plants are good for this part of Florida? What you need to do is go by Bob Wine's Camellia Garden and Nursery. The Veterans News is brought to you by Bob Wine's Camellia Garden and Nursery at 2610 Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. When it comes to landscaping, Bob Wines has what you need, everything from small plants to large trees, mulch, fertilizer, and so much more. Bob Wines will even deliver, plant, and guarantee their trees. Bob Wine's Camellia Garden and Nursery has been keeping you blooming since 1952.
Don't they offer some kind of discount to veterans too, David?
Yes, they do. Bob Wines offers a 10% discount to all veterans.
Well, that's great. That even covers the sales tax and then some, so you can't beat a deal like that, can you?
Yeah, if you don't like paying taxes, that's about what it amounts to.
All right, we got some community announcements, and well, we actually got several this morning, but I'm going to go ahead and let Sergeant Curley get started with his.
Good morning, Marion County, Ocala. Yes, indeed, it is Sergeant Curley. I'm here to make sure that you do not forget that on November the 1st, 2014, at 7 p.m., we will be having our annual dinner dance. And the place is at the Ocala Elks Lodge, 702 Northeast 25th Avenue in beautiful downtown Ocala. There were 4 ways you could have participated, but the first one has already been depleted because all ads had to be received by October the 16th. But now is a chance for you to purchase a ticket to the dinner dance, which is only $35. And a contribution of $250 or more will have the donor's name displayed on the perpetual plaque when the building is constructed. And we sincerely thank you for your help in the past, and we would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your continued support. And we would like for more information, just about the dinner dance tickets only. Space is limited. We only got 130 tickets to sell, and we have 130 meals to prepare, so get your ticket today. If for more information, you can call Benny R.S. Harris, Lizzie Lennon, or Charles Laurier. Their numbers are 351-3599, 629-9347, or 620-0476. Of course, you must dial the area code 352 as well. We thank you, and once again, we're looking for having a crowded place down there so that we can have a good time and enjoy all the festivities at the Elks Club.
And that Elks Club is a beautiful facility, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's why we have it there.
Okay, before we get on our topic today, which is going to be stand down, that we have coming up, I have a few announcements too. Normally, I don't get to make too many announcements, but the Summer Glens Veterans Club, who are great supporters of Vets Helping Vets, are having their annual golf tournament November 11th. I believe it's starting at 8 a.m. and that might be kicking off with a breakfast. There's going to be a silent auction, a live auction, and a lot of other things going on out there. It's a beautiful course. It's a beautiful place. So, if you like golf, that would be your day. November is a big month for veterans, isn't it, Sergeant Crowley? Got so much going on in November. Right. You want to keep your eye on the Star Banner, and you want to keep your ear out on the radio station because there's so much going on. We have Veterans Day in November. We have the Marine Corps birthday.
Correct.
And, I was born on the same day as the Marine Corps birthday, so I guess I should feel honored even though I'm an Army veteran.
My father-in-law was as well.
That's a good day.
It is.
Now, also, November is important because it's time to vote, okay? And it's always been my policy, you know, people say don't argue politics and religion. Well, I don't mind arguing politics and religion, but if you want to argue politics, you better vote or you don't get to complain about who gets elected.
Hey, right.
Okay, so election day this year is going to be November 4th. You know, the polls are going to be open for the normal hours. And sometimes people have a problem getting there on the 4th, but we do have early voting, and that starts today, doesn't it, Sergeant
Yes,
Crowley?
sir, it does. Mhm.
And it's at several polling places. I know it's at the main elections office, so it's time to get in. A lot of people in Marion County, I've heard more people mailed in their votes than actually voted in the primary.
Right.
So that's a good thing. People are getting involved. We need to get involved, especially as veterans, because we need to find out about these veterans issues, and you know, and we need to look into that kind of stuff, and we need to vote. Also, I got a couple other announcements here. The Fort McCoy Church of God is having a singing at the crossroads. Now, the crossroads are out in Fort McCoy. That's where Highway 316 crosses Highway 315. The Fort McCoy Church of God is located right next to the post office on 315, just about a block in from the four-way stop. The sing will start at 3 p.m. They'll be serving some food. There's 4 groups going to perform. It's totally free. It's welcome. Everybody is welcome. It's not a denominational sing, so everybody is welcome. Come out and join us. We would love to have you. And we got another very special event that before we talk about the stand down that I'd like to talk to. David and I last week had the opportunity of going out to a really nice ranch, and I want to get the name right. It's called MTRA of Ocala. And what they do is they teach children at disadvantaged youth and stuff like that, and handicapped children, how to ride horses and how to work with horses. And it's just a great experience. And they also do this with veterans, okay? Now, you know, combat boots to cowboy boots works with horses too, and they have a veterans program. Their program is hands on the horse, and it focuses on the relationship with the horse, where MTRA, actually, they get to ride the horse. But what MTRA is doing, and it's in conjunction with Veterans Helping Veterans, on November 15th, if you want to mark that on your calendar, November 15th, I believe it's going to kick off about 5 p.m. There's a movie, it's 28 minutes long, and it's never been viewed in this area yet, so this will be a first, this will be a premiere. It's called Riding My Way Back. Now, I didn't get to see the movie. I purposely didn't preview it, and David didn't preview it, even though we had the chance, because we want to see it together with you other veterans for the first time. It's about a veteran, a very young veteran from Afghanistan that really considered taking his own life. And he was all set to do it. He had the note wrote and everything. And you know, Hank's told you before, and this is something we want to remember, 22 veterans a day take their own lives. That's 22 too many. So they have almost like a mini livestock pavilion. You know, everybody's been over to the livestock pavilion out there at the facility. And they're going to show this movie. They're going to serve hot dogs. And they're going to serve popcorn and soft drinks and some other snacks and things like that. Now, they're located at 6850 Southeast 41st Court in Ocala. Okay, that's not too far from the sheriff's substation where 441 splits down there. For more information, okay, you can call 352-732-7300. Tickets haven't been printed up yet, but we'll have them soon, and you can contact us at Vets Helping Vets if you want a ticket. Tickets will be $10 each. And the number for Veterans Helping Veterans is area code 352-433-2320. So please plan on attending that. Also, we have a great event coming up at the Veterans Park on the 9th of November this year at 6:30 p.m. Kingdom of the Sun band concert. It's going to be a great time, and it's called Veterans Light the Stars, and it'll be at the Ocala Marion County Veterans Memorial Park, and everybody knows where that is. It's 2601 Southeast Fort King Street in Ocala. Don't miss it. Admission's free. Bring the kids. Bring a blanket. Bring a chair. There's going to be music. There's going to be fireworks, and it's going to be a great time for veterans and non-veterans alike. And also, I don't have all the details yet, but you could contact the County Veterans Office. I know the schools on Veterans Day. The reason the schools in Marion County go to school on Veterans Day is so rather than just have a day off, they can learn more about veterans and military folks and what they do. So the school board usually brings a whole bunch, busloads and busloads of kids to the Veterans Park, and they have marching bands, they have all kinds of good things happening, and that'll be probably on Veterans Day itself. So go ahead and check that out for times and listings, and you can call the Jeffrey over at the Veteran Service Office. He would probably be able to fill you in on all those times and things like that. So a lot of stuff coming up. We'll try to keep you informed on the next couple of shows. But David, we need to talk a little bit about our stand down.
Well, the stand down's coming up in February, and it's scheduled for the 27th and 28th. That's the Friday and Saturday. I believe it's the last Friday, Saturday in the month of February. And that's going to be located at the Tuscaloosa Park.
Yeah, and it is. Now, if you're on active duty and you hear the term stand down, it usually means you're coming in off an operation or coming out of the field, and it's time to just take a little bit of a break, clean all your equipment, clean your weapons, gather up all your ammunition and stuff like that and put it where it goes and have everything spick and span, because probably a couple of days after that, Sergeant Crowley, we're going to have an inspection, right?
That's usually how it works, but I'm not the inspector this time.
But Gary, can you give us a small list of what services will be provided for the veterans during the stand down?
Yeah, now our veteran stand down is definitely not going to be military related. There won't be no weapons to clean, and there won't be no vehicles to wash. It's going to take it easy. It's going to be the homeless veterans and the needy veterans time out. We haven't totally planned it yet, but we're working together with all the Marion County Veterans Agencies, which is what we do. That's why things work so good in our county, because we work together. We have a great brotherhood and sisterhood when it comes to veterans. The Florida Veterans Foundation is helping us on this, and they have a lot of good ideas. We do things a little different here than they do in a lot of other places, but we're looking to have every service possible available to veterans. We'll have flyers out within the next couple of weeks. We've already nailed down the park and the old American Legion building over there, and it's going to be on February 27th and 28th. It'll probably be from about 7 to 3. We've already got, thanks to David, haircuts lined up. We're going to have the VA there to get people enrolled in health care. We're going to have all the service agency there. We're just going to have everything possible to get homeless veterans from the street into some kind of housing. And, we're going to try to do it as quick as possible. And, of course, we're going to provide the goodies, so we definitely, going to need, if you have something to donate, because we're going to have to buy socks and underwear and different things like that for these veterans. And so anything that you would like to help, if you would like to help out, or if you want to be there, you can contact us. Again, I'll give that phone number for Vets Helping Vets. It's 352-433-2320. And, we're looking forward to the best stand down we've ever had. It seems like we have a lot more support than we had in the past. Looks like the Salvation Army is going to be there, and they'll be cooking for us. And we're going to try to provide showers and all the basic needs. We'll have mental health resources, almost any resource that you can think of, because, there's no reason in this day and age for a veteran to be homeless. I worked with homeless people for the past 16 years, And when it came to non-veterans, my resources were very limited. But when it came to veterans, I had a whole lot more resources. And with the resources we have available, Sergeant Crowley, there's no reason a veteran should be sleeping in the street, is there?
No, no, especially when all they have to do is go to the right place and contact the right people, and especially veterans having veterans, because if they can't help it, they'll lead you to somebody that really can. So there is really no excuse.
And this includes our female veterans. This just is not.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, not just male veterans, but the female veterans
That
too.
as well.
We'll have someone to be able to cut the ladies' hairs, and we have female clothing, male clothing that we'll be giving out to those that need it, and medical advice, legal advice, and I think dental. But whatever that these veterans might need for guidance or assistance, we're going to be there to try to give them some help.
And all these veterans organizations that are in the area, if you're listening, as soon as we get the flyers printed up, give us a holler. We'll get you these flyers out. We would like to pre-register as many as possible. And when it comes to these women veterans, like David says, we're not counting on us guys to do it. We have ladies involved that know more about women's needs, and we're definitely going to be able to meet the needs of the women veterans that come to the stand down. Now, all that said, on the stand down, when we talked about November being, a big month for veterans, don't forget November also starts off the holiday season. We got Thanksgiving and we got Christmas coming. And it seems like that's when needy people really have the most need. And it seems like that's always the time when somebody loses their job or somebody's house gets foreclosed, the worst time possible. So, agencies like ourselves, Vets Helping Vets, our food banks run low and things are running low. So if there's something you could do to help us, feel free. Veterans Helping Veterans is exactly what it says it is. We definitely have our own office and everything, but we're with the American Legion, we're with the Purple Heart folks, we're with all these folks. The veterans are truly one in Marion County, and we work together and we help each other. And truly, if there was a place where no man or woman is left behind, I think Sergeant Curley is here. What do you think?
I think so as well, because Ocala is known for its generosity, and also known the fact that this is a place where all veterans can come and get some help. We are just so proud of Ocala and all the things that they're able to do, and they all come together under one banner and say, listen, we're here for the veteran and we're willing to help.
And, we could not do it without the support and the generosity of our fellow veterans. And we thank God for you. We thank you for your service. And we pray that God would continue to bless our county and bless our city and, and bless all the veterans.
Amen. Amen.
And before we close, we want to thank again Bob Wines. Get over there. The weather's really nice to be working out in the yard. You don't even want to go to work. You just want to stay and get out there and, and plant some of those flowers and stuff like that. So, take the opportunity to get over to Bob Wines. And thanks again. And thanks to WOCA. We just want to, again, thank all the veterans that listen to us, and please put out the information about this stand down, and we'll print up as many flyers as we need to. And again, the more we can pre-register, the better we can help. But if you don't, make sure you tell veterans that if they don't get pre-registered, don't worry, because they can still show up, okay? Right. And again, that's February 27th and 28th at the American Legion in Tuscaloosa Park. And the Florida Veterans Foundation could not believe, talk about Marion County, how blessed we are. We had a meeting, we just kind of barged in on poor Mr. Askew, and he gave us a place to meet. God bless Jeffrey. He's greatly involved in the stand down too, so we want to thank him. But they could not believe how beautiful our Veterans Park was, right, and what a fine facility we had. And even Tuscaloosa, the old American Legion Park, we're in a beautiful place. We're in the best place you could be in Florida. Amen. So, we need to do the best job for these veterans.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
All right. And hopefully Hank will be back with us, and you won't have to listen to Gary.
All right. We'll be right back.
From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean white with gold.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Canadian police